Welcome back, everybody. It's another day here at the shop, and we're gonna go back to work on the wrecker. The guy's been working on a little van conversion on a bus, doing a backup camera for a customer, but we're gonna be back over to this in a little bit. And we got to work on where the gas tanks are gonna go right in here, like I've said previously, but we've got to make a bracket for them to sit on, and basically we're going to use a skid plate and stuff to do that all at once. So what we got to do is the frame drops, it's lower up in the front, frame drops down up there, so we basically got to level part of this out so that we're basically have a panel that bolts onto the bottom of the rock slider and runs from that brace up there to this brace here, and then we've got to come down off the frame here and kind of box this up so that the gas tank has something to sit on. So it's going to double as a skid plate, and it's going to hold the gas tank in place. We just got to drop the frame rail down a little bit there to get all this leveled out so that it can work, and then we'll be able to slide over whatever we need to without damaging the gas tank, and we'll be able to unbolt the plate and drop the gas tank out if we need to service it. So that's what we're going to start working on today, and see if we can't get that done this week and get the gas tanks in it, hopefully. Alright guys, we've been working on the tow truck. Luke's been working on it. I've mostly been out. I got a technician out at my other business, so I've had to be over there a little bit more this week than I expected. But Luke's working on the gas tank brackets. He's got one completely welded up. He's got the other one tacked in and is working on getting it welded up. It's really hot this week, so the camera's been shutting off a lot, and we've had a little bit of a hard time even using the camera. It's 100+ degrees, and then we're in a shop, you know, it's just hot, just part of it. But they're coming together. It's looking good. This one is in place here, so you can see it, and he's getting the other one welded in, and then we'll start looking at the plate. We're gonna have a whole plate sheet of steel that's gonna go underneath this, so I've got to get some bolts and a few other parts and pieces, and we'll get that plate made, then we'll be ready to put gas tanks in.
What's up, guys? We were just joking around how I like to make intros as awkward as I can, just because then it breaks the ice. But Luke's back. I'm back. So we actually got a lot going on today because we're trying to get ready for a car show July 8th. It's to support a local business that we have, the Old South. Burnt down a while back, and so we're doing this big fundraiser event for them to try to raise some money to help the owners and also help out the families of the employees. So I'm gonna let Luke explain what we're doing.
We're building skid plates.
And that's about as much as you're gonna get. We're building skid plates. We're also doing mud flaps. We're doing the works. So we're gonna do mud flap right in here and a mud flap on this side, just to try to keep rocks from hitting the cab or rocks from, you know, busting out a customer's window. As you already saw in the last video, Luke and Josh worked hard, especially Luke, to get skid plates done. And now we're gonna put no, sorry, y'all did rock sliders. Now he's doing skid plates. Brain will engage in a minute. and it's just going to be one flat piece of steel to hold the gas tank up, protect the gas tank, and give us something to slide on. So that's about it. Other than that, we got new toys today. So we've got a Midland two-way GMRS radio that we're installing. What I'm working on right now, while Luke is working on the sliders, is we're going to take the cowl off. We've got our antenna. We're going to mount the antenna right there, so it's up against the cab. Less likely to get knocked off by a tree branch, but there's really nowhere else we can put it. Then we've got the radio mounted, and you're now caught up to speed. That's about all I got. So radio's going in, sliders are going in. We got a lot going on this week, so enjoy.
Alright, you guys, another day at the shop. Luke's working on getting, you saw him drilling the holes on this. He's working on getting this lined up so we can get the gas tank. So we're drilling and tapping the rock sliders and the other bracket under the frame so that we can bolt this straight in. I've got some bolts coming. They actually should be here today. We're just using regular hex bolts for now, but I've got some with like a rounded Torx head coming. Those should come in today, but we're going to get that drilled and tapped. So Luke's working on that, and then Tim is working on coating the gas tanks with some truck bed liner just to help protect them from dents and rust. Easy now. He's going to coat, we've already coated the bottom of that one. We're going to coat the top of that one. This one doesn't have any paint on it at all, so we're going to coat both sides of that. That's frightening. All right, we don't need to see that. So he's gonna get those coated, just to help protect them from rock chips and rusting and vibrations and stuff on all these dirt roads they're gonna be running. So that's kind of what we're working on today, trying to get these skid plates in place and get a gas tank in so that we can get this thing plumbed back up for fuel so we can get it running. The car show is next weekend. Today's Friday, so, and next week's a holiday, so we're off Tuesday. So it's a short week anyway, so we got a lot to do in a short amount of time so we can get this thing to the car show. I can make like real good cinematic. Oh yeah, that's a good shot right there.
Well, got the last bit of painting done. So there's a couple of spots we've got to touch up with the paintbrush, but I've got to let it dry first, which shouldn't take long because it is really warm out here and I'm really white in that sun. Hi, now you can see me. Anyway, so paint's almost done. Luke got one side done. All the holes are bolted, everything is tapped, so we can bolt this panel up. We're gonna have to paint everything and then put it all back together, and hopefully everything will be done by the car show. Isn't that right? He's okay. Anyway, yeah, that's progress so far. So we'll try to keep you updated. Well, good morning. Tried to film yesterday. Our camera kept either dying or deleting footage or corrupting footage. So we're gonna try this again today. So what we did yesterday was a little bit of paint. Luke also finished up the rock sliders, not the rock sliders, the skid plates. Finished up the skid plates. We just put a piece of angle iron to stop the gas tank from coming off. Today we're gonna finish painting. I've got to run and getting more paint. Luke is going to work on mud flaps and getting that built. And hopefully we'll have it running by the end of the day. If not, this truck has to be running tomorrow because the car show is Saturday. Today's Thursday, and it still doesn't run. Wish us luck.
Hey guys, I'm back. I've been gone for a couple days, but Luke and Tim have been working on getting the mud flaps in, so I about got those. We got a few more bolts to do to keep these from getting wrapped up in the tire or anything. So we're gonna try to get those bolted up today. Tim's working on painting the skid plates to go into the gas tanks, so hopefully we'll get those painted and dried, just a base coat to keep it from rusting, and then start getting gas tanks put in today or maybe tomorrow. So we're getting there a little at a time. Alright guys, we've been failing to film for the most part, but we've been working on the truck, and it's Friday evening, afternoon, evening, and we're about to, car shows tomorrow, so we got to get a couple more things wrapped up. Got all the rock sliders painted. This gas tank is not in, but we do have the gas tank in. On the other side, it's hooked up, fuel pump's hooked up. Tim's wrapping up a little bit of wiring. Super excited about that, but tank's in. Skid plate is in. It's looking pretty good. So we are wrapping up a few last minute things, and then we'll see if it'll run and drive, and we'll take it out to the car show tomorrow. All right, we've got everything hooked up. Sorry, it's late. We've just been trying to get stuff done. Tim's gone now. I'm gonna run this down and fill it up at least partially with gas. There's not much in the tank. Make sure it's running okay. Seems like it's gonna run all right. We had some fuel issues with some fuel lines, but I think we've got all that resolved now. So let's take for a spin, see how she runs, and we'll go from there. It seems to be running okay. Nothing's falling off. So I think we're as good as we're gonna get for the car show for Old South tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see a few people out there that we know that have been watching the channel, and we're gonna go have a good time. So I think we'll call it a week. We'll probably do some filming out there. I don't know if it'll be in this video or the next video, but Either way, we'll see you later. Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for a car show. This is gonna be interesting. I've never been in a car show before. See if the truck will start up this morning. Head over to the fairgrounds and see if we can get entered and get into this place. Tim's grabbing one of the Tracer Communications trucks with the trailer and a generator and a refrigerator. We're supposed to help out, and they're gonna put some pies in it or something. So let's see if the truck will start this morning and head over. She's purring like a kitten. Maybe not quite, but close enough for today. Purrs like a kitten, rides like a brick. Alrighty, we've got the truck set up. I've also got my Suburban and my camper out here. These things never been in the car show. We're a little bit of a sore thumb, but it's all right. People like it. There's some way cooler stuff. That SS right there. Yeah. We'll show you some of the stuff a little later. Walk you around.
Oh, you're okay.
Ticket number 530-8523. 8523.
It's all over. I got a sunburn. It's been a good day, and they raised a lot of money to help the Old South restaurant, so pretty cool to see the community come together and help out a favorite restaurant that's been here in Russellville for years and years. So hopefully they'll be able to rebuild. I don't know what the plan is, but hopefully they'll be able to rebuild, and Old South will rise again.